Hey ladies, it's your girl back with another exotical rant. You know what I was just thinking about today? You know what I want to you really want to know? I'm going to tell you. I was just thinking about how when you're a young woman and you're dating or you're meeting new people, you are so excited, right? And like you're like, "Oh my god, so many different type of guys want to talk to me." Yeah, they do. They want to talk to you for you know what. Like, they're not trying to talk to you to provide for you, to marry you, to be a benefit to you. They're trying to talk to you to get in your pants. So stop being so flattered, especially when you come to places like LA. Um, they're trying, all these other guys, especially if you're an exotical, they're just trying to experience you. So if they're usually not like, black, white, or they don't have a green card, I would not talk to them. Not to be mean, I'm not judging people, but a lot of times these men that are from like India, are they from like an Arab country, they do not marry outside of their race. So you dating them long term are just essentially wasting your time if you're looking for a real commitment, i.e. marriage. You're just wasting your time. So, because they don't marry outside their race. So majority of the time, I'm saying majority of the time. So you're wasting your time with these men. And if they consider marrying you, their family will ostracize them, and your children won't have that, extended family on their side because they do not want to be a part of anything that's even blackish. So this is just telling you the facts about it. And I know we live in a very diverse society, but everybody wants to act like they're so pro everything. But it's just not like that, ladies. As mixed race women, we do have a lot of options, but we do have, and a lot of men will definitely want to sleep with us. You have to understand that when men flatter you, you might be at the 7-Eleven, or you might be at the grocery store or something, or at a corner store, which I suggest you not go to those kind of corner stores, liquor stores, or gas stations. But you might be at those places doing your daily business. Those men that work there, most of the times they don't have green cards. And if they do, they just don't marry outside their culture. So at most, you would be just like something fun for them to play with. So if you don't mind that, that's fine. But if you want a long-term relationship with a man, you need to get a man that does not need you. He does not need you to get a green card or stay in the country. He does not need you to he's not looking for you to just provide him with pleasure. He's looking to be a benefit to you, i.e. provide for you. So even if they are sugar daddies, I remember with sugar daddies, these are short-term relationships that are beneficial. So do not become a long-term sugar baby, because eventually you will get attached to this man and he's not attached to you. So just understand that I've known a lot of girls that have sugar baby their way out of money because they stayed a sugar baby too long. They're too old. It's a season for it. And if you're over 35, it's just not beneficial to you. What's beneficial to you usually is a high value man that you marry, because it's just the rig and roll and all the performance based, things you have to do as a sugar baby. It just gets old, and so do you. And that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of women. So this is just a cautionary tale, ladies. All these men giving you attention, they want to get you in bed. That's what the attention is for. Okay. Unless you're just trying to do that, that's fine. But if you're a smart, young, exotical, I don't suggest you paying these men too much attention, because they will be very persistent with you. Because they just want to taste a new flavor, and don't let yourself be the flavor of the month. Okay. Don't do that to yourself. You want a guy that does not fetishize you. I always suggest to date other mixed race guys. I mean, that's the best way, because you guys both have similar common interests usually. Sometimes you even have a common background. But I would suggest that. I would suggest dating guys that you're just naturally their type. They've dated women like you before. They've taken those type of women to home to their mothers, into their families. It's not like you've been if you've been dating a guy for over a year, you've never met anyone in his family or friends. Red flag. If you're dating a guy seriously and he cannot take you in front of his family, you do not want to date this guy long term at all. This is not going to be a healthy situation for you. He likes you, but he's never going to give you that. He's never going to marry you. Okay. And I've seen a lot of women waste a lot of time with these men because these men, sometimes they are providing for them. They are like their sugar daddies. They're spending that money, but they're doing it just to keep you around until they find their wife. You are a placeholder. And as an exotical, we never want to be placeholders. We hold too much value in society to be placeholders. Point blank, period. So I know you're getting flattered. You're in LA. You may be in Houston, Atlanta, Chicago, Miami, and you meet, especially Miami and LA, you meet a lot of men that are not black or not white. And they love you. They blow your head up with compliments. But just let them do that. They're just trying to blow your head up so you'll blow their head. But don't do it, ladies. It's a waste of time. They will not make you their wife or give you any type of long-term stability. These men like you because you are a new flavor of the month. And they will use you as accordingly. So please don't get your feelings wrapped up in this. It's just a game that men play. And a lot of women are like, oh my God, all these different type of men think I'm beautiful. And they're like just everywhere. They're just like, their head is getting blown up because they're like, oh, they're trying to talk to me. I mean, a lot of men try to talk to me, but how many men provide for you? How many men can you call when your car breaks down besides your dad or somebody in your family to help you? How many men are willing to pay your rent? Start asking those questions and you'll see who really likes you. The man that's paying your rent and then like the man that's able to not only do those financial things for you, but he's willing to elevate you by his last name. Like he's willing to give you whatever you want to elevate you. He's willing to invest in that business. He's willing to be your husband and be the father to all your children. What man is willing to do that long term? Or you should be looking at, because if it's just short-term gratification, them giving you compliments, believe me, ladies, men will give anybody compliments. Men literally will give anybody, even the ugly girl gets compliments because they want to get her in bed. Like, it's just like they want free 99 sex. That's all they want. So if you really are a leveled up exotical and you want to be a high value woman and you want to literally place yourself on a pedestal and stay there, please leave these complimenters alone, because that's all they are. They just complimenters. They're just complimenting you. And then when you work on yourself, you'll realize your self-esteem and confidence comes from within. So you don't really need them to their validation. You already know you're beautiful. You already know you're highly favored among affluent men and men in general. So you don't need to focus on these men, and you definitely don't want to be like passing out free treats. You know, you don't want to do that. It's just a waste of time. So this is just another cautionary tale. Ladies, think with your brain. Stop getting, and a lot of times women, we get a big head, but just, sweetheart, 18-year-olds graduate high school every year. There's always going to be somebody cuter, younger, and tighter than you. So you need to stop thinking that you're the only pretty girl in the world, because you're not. You're not the only pretty girl in that area, and these guys go through it with these women. You don't want to get used up by these guys or attach yourself to these men that will never marry you. They are fun for short-term sometimes short-term stuff. And again, getting involved in cultures you know nothing about, it can be dangerous for you because you can get involved in the situation you have no knowledge of because you're not from that culture, so you don't see the danger at first. But it's not to scare you or anything like that, but just know like these men usually only marry within their culture. And it you don't want to waste your time. So again, you only have a certain amount of time as a young woman to like really vet men, and you don't want to have these type of men waste your time because like they're just flattering you. It's just flattery. And a lot of women, because of where they're from, they haven't received a lot of flattery from men. So when they go to these major cities like LA and Miami, they literally they literally like, oh my God, it's so diverse. It's so, all these different men are trying to talk to me. They get excited, and literally it's just flattery, sweetheart. They want to get you in bed. I'm sorry to break the news to you. You probably are beautiful, but they'll talk to anybody. They're just trying to get that free 99 with their mouth game. That's all they're trying to do. So think before you do anything. Make sure you're in a safe environment, and make sure you meet men that are businessmen that are on the track. Like a lot of times, like women like are so focused in college and stuff on that degree. That's when the best time to meet the most sincere men, before they start getting those big checks. You need to like literally like befriend some of these guys that are like your classmates, because after college it's going to be harder to date. Because most of the time you're not working around people your age. So really vet men, and just not, you don't have to just date one type of guy, but just know about different cultures. And are there a lot of interracial dating in that culture? If it's not, then don't waste your time, because you don't want to be ostracized, or you feel like, oh, my kids are not going to have anybody if something ever happens to me, because this side of the family doesn't even deal with people that look like me. So this is just a cautionary tale to let you ladies know, be smart about dating, vet men, and don't take flattery to your head too much, because that's all it is. It's just flattery. Have a great day, ladies. Bye.